Hey, Stubby here. We are back on another episode of Feed the Factory. So in between episodes, I did a little bit, not as much as I wanted. I need to start making more drills. I got a water wheel set up. It is not the most efficient. I am going to be redoing it and hopefully setting it up into the most efficient format, and I can actually show you guys how to do it if you have not seen that before. There's a couple ways. I think these ones are capped, so the super efficient one isn't going to work. But we're going to do some testing on that and get it set up for you guys, hopefully for the next episode. I also have a simple conveyor belt system set up. This one is just manually dumping the ores in, and it's handling the smelting of iron, copper, gold, silver, and logs for charcoal, because I needed them at the time. To do so, I'm just using an item router. In the item router, you filter which direction of the output you want it to go, and I'm feeding in from the bottom. And then it goes, and I use the dropping conveyors to make through all the paths, and the external heaters, so I don't have to provide a fuel source. Very simple, very crude, effective, going to be quickly redesigned, because my next few plans are going to hopefully do away with this whole concept and improve it. I also got to the metal press, which significantly reduces our metal usage, which is the huge plus considering I have to run over here, make sure it's got fuel in it, pull the stuff out over and over again. So this is the first means of simplification. I also got to the regular research. It uses power instead of a coal source. And this is what I'm using to augment my researchers that I have over here. Along with those, I have set up the automation for my coke ovens. They're pumping the creosote into here. This is a temporary design because part of what we're working on today is going to hopefully take more use of this. And that's about it for the changes. So I'm going to get squared away and we are going to start our plans for the day. All right, we are back. So on the list for today, I want to get the Pulverizer. I know I should get to the redstone furnace, but 2.5, right? Kind of a no-brainer, hopefully. We got that. The other thing I wanted to do was make the sawmill. And I will show you guys all the stuff we needed. Grab, grab, grab. There we go. Let's start making the sawmill. So we need a saw blade. We need some treated wood planks. We'll grab those and those. We need to make the machine casing. I don't know if I have any more of those. Yep. And we're going to need, what is that? 16 of these plates. And this is where this automation comes in really handy because I don't have to destroy my hammer. Alright, so while that's pumping away, we can go ahead and keep knocking out the rest of the little crafts. And we're talking about, the reason I'm doing this is to get ourselves to coal. Coal automation, more specifically. Now there is actually 2 ways we could do it. 2 gears? Anyway, there's a couple ways we could do it. There is a much more efficient way, which as soon as I get to aluminum, I think I'll do because I want the cloche, so I don't have to manually harvest all the hemp but maybe I'll just harvest all the hemp. And the way that is if you look at the torch, torches can be crafted with any charcoal, coal coke, coal, right? Coal coke gives you 6. You take those torches, you put them in the sawmill, 4 of them gives you a coal back. So it's roughly 2 coal through the coke oven turns into 3 coal. Now the much more efficient way is right here with wool and creosote oil. So that's going to be the next step. You need a string for the wool, or run around shearing sheep or something like that. So we are going to get there. And I think that should be enough time for all of that to pass. Perfect. Perfect. We'll grab ourselves some power. And we can finish this crafting. We'll need you. And we'll need... I don't have the blueprint yet. I'll have to make that one. Actually, let's look. How hard is that to make? Crafting components, metal press. I think it's this one. We could actually make that one really easily. And boom. Look at that. And we just saved ourselves even more resources. So we want to do that one and that one. And that is our sawmill. So now we have coal duplication, and we have access to the pulverizer. Pulverizer doesn't look too actually incredibly bad. So I think we can go ahead and make that one too. Got those. Rabble. And get our pulverizer. I lied. I was close. I forgot the copper gear. Now we get the pulverizer. Now what this is going to do is this is going to take the ores that we're collecting and this is going to turn them into dirty ores. Oh, look at that. And I believe I can just probably slide it in for the time being. We'll slide them both right here. And then come over here, I should have some ores already saved up for us. And we'll take them in and just throw one in and see how it turns out. Perfect. Oh, look at that. And you get a chance at a extra one. So that one ore just gave us 3. And then we'll throw those in the furnace. And that is how that's going to go down. Now, of course, this is going to require an entire rework of how we're planning this belt system because I no longer want to smelt straight ores. But I am liking that. And then we have the sawmill. So let's see. I need some stone. And we can go ahead. Stone, stone, stone. Nope. We're going to make the sawmill run, and we're going to try to do the coal coke method. So let's grab ourselves some coal coke. Let's grab ourselves some sticks. We'll make our torches. So you see I'm going to do 38 batches of 6 right there. And then it should be, there's 16. My numbers didn't work out right, but thought I'd have enough room. So there is 48. That's our first 48 coals. And another 9. So what is that? 57 from 38. Good odds overall. But cover on? Yes, I do. We'll have to make ourselves one more set of those. And now the sawmill is powered and we can get to producing coal, which is going to make our lives a lot easier as long as we are using those burner drills, because there's actually a perk with those too. If you look in the quest book, right here under the drills, 1 coal gives 20 items. A block of coal gives 200. So that is basically a free piece of coal. So I want to use blocks of coal. That's what makes this so necessary. And we'll load up on creosote. So we're going to need more tanks until we can convert to the creosote and string method. Oh, excuse me. And then looking at the quests, the next place we want to go, besides the garden cloche, is probably into this electric drill. Just because those water wheels are easy, quick to set up, and we can run them, set some drills. And what I'm thinking I want to do now as a kind of a temporary plan is I just want to make a bunch of those drills. I'm going to go put them in every little plot, and we're going to maybe use the signals mod and minecart them back to us. Could be interesting. Better than conveyors, better than running. And just let it be powered by a local water wheel. Or maybe we could go into the windmill. Now, as far as the base is concerned, we did unlock the steam dynamos. And I kind of just want to get into here because better boilers is in this pack. I don't think I've touched that in ages. And I really didn't go deep into it. So I'm excited to play with that. I want to get there. And of course, we should probably get smart and build up our power reserves. But we're going to really start ramping into the materials that we need. It's kind of freaky. So something I want to do is get a storage area together and kind of set up some automations. So maybe it's not necessarily 100% automated. Maybe I have to manually load. But I could throw a couple stacks of ores in, let them run through their various machines, right into the researchers, and pull out the end product and bring it back. And with that, I think that means we're going to need a factory. Because this open world building is just not good. It's kind of meh. And I really don't have an idea on the design. I don't even know how we're going to get to clay because I want brick. Oh, right there, we could do that. There's clay for us. Early clay. Um, One of the things I was thinking of doing, and I kind of want you guys' feedback. I am not the best builder, but I could always just throw a schematic in and get a building that we can play with on the inside. Cheaty, super cheaty. So I'll get some feedback on that because I don't, meh, you know? I just know what I put down. Or we just try to see what we can build. Either way. And we can come up with a plan to get all of this integrated and spread out. We obviously will need at least another one of these. At least we need dozens of these. We're going to need a bunch more power. So I have a lot of prep work to do, a lot of in between. So I'm actually going to wrap this episode up. It's a little bit short, but I wanted to go through those couple quests, walk through the coal process, and now that we have ore multiplication up, we can actually really start moving forward in the automation. I've been struggling. I want to get there. And the next big step is going to be right here in materials. I need this bad boy and this bad boy. So once we can automate our steel, we get the aluminum, which gives us garden cloches. I think we have a lot of ready automations, but this was, 32 packs of these. So I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. I appreciate you stopping by. And until next time, Stubby out.